Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and I know I have been missing in action for a few days. That's because I had a 3-day craft show, which we just wrapped up, and was a very good show. So let's turn down, and we're going to work on a pair of earrings from our Birds of a Feather SoftFlex Company Design Challenge kit. These are pretty simple. Will only take a few minutes, but I think they're going to be really, really pretty. So again, let's turn down and we'll get to work on them. So here are our items. I have a couple of ball head pins from my stash, as well as a couple of earring posts. I think these ones are pretty. And their backs, which we won't need the backs at all, so we'll put until we finish them, so we'll put those over there. And then we have these beads from our Birds of a Feather kit. How funny that they lined up so they were like that. So this little table cut's going to be on the bottom, then this gold one, and this other table cut, the little rectangular table cut up top. And then of course it will hook onto our post here, like so. So let's start putting these together. First of all, of course, we just have to feed our beads onto our ball head pin. So we'll just do that with both. There we go. Now, normally I'd feed these on so that I'd do our bend so that they would fit into our hole perfectly. It doesn't matter with these. They'll roll around. There's no specific place where they need to be at, so we'll just bend them over. And get out our bail making pliers, our stepped. Put these in here. And we'll roll it around, bring over, and leave a gap. Oh, that one needs to be straightened. So we'll push this over here a little bit more. Still needs a little bit more of over there to the other side. There we go. Do the same with this one. Turn you around. Put the large one down, the small one up. Now I use my stepped bell making pliers most of the time when I'm making loops because it helps me get a consistent size of loop. So there we go, those are in. So now what we want to do is simply to feed our ear wire up onto here. So put through the hole. And up we go. Come on, work around the corner there. Oh, come on, I know I left plenty of space. Why are you not going through? And you went through there. Then take hold of where the two wires come together here. Push that one that's been up down so it meets its buddy there. Take a second pair of pliers, and yes, I always use a second, well, I shouldn't say always. Sometimes if the wire is very lightweight, easily bendable, I will not use the second. I will use my fingers, but in general I use a second pair of pliers. What are you doing to me here? Now it looks like it slid a bit to me, so I'm going to put my pliers, my second pair, right under where I'm wrapping, and then up on top of my other pair of pliers, and just push up. It helped a little bit, but now we finish wrapping. Now you need to do that before you finish wrapping, because otherwise you're not going to have the room to do it. So if you notice you've got a problem, try and take care of it the minute the problem shows up. So now we will see where we're sitting here with our wire. It's pretty close to the back, so we'll cut it off and tuck it in. Come here, you. I need to get hold of you so I can tuck you in. Okay. Now let's see how straight we are to our piece here. Looks like we're tucked just a touch. See how it's poke you down in there so we can see better. How it's just a little bit tipped to the one side. So because of that, we're going to take our pliers, grab hold of it, grab hold of the lower piece with either another pair of pliers, or keep your thumb or something in there to keep it from wiggling around too much. And it did wiggle some, but that's all right. We'll straighten that up again. And see her now. I think she's still a bit tucked, so this time I'm going to take hold with my pliers, because I do not want the bottom bar, the wrapped places, to wiggle as well. So that's good. Now we want to make sure all our beads are straight up and down, and there we go. There's our first earring finished. And I will put the earring back on now. There we are, one finished earring. Now we want to do the second one. So again, we're going to feed our little earring back, our earring post on. Come on, you. When you're using these shaped posts, this is the hardest part, is to get it to go onto here, because the shape is actually keeping it from going through your loop. And I think this loop may be not quite open enough. We'll find out in just a second. Should be. Looks like it's going to go through. Come on, you, go over. There we go. Okay, now we've got it in. So of course we want to grab where the two wires go together. Push that one back down into place and grab a hold like so. See where I've got it holding there? Now I'm going to push this wire up some, because I want it to be further up when I start wrapping. And I'm going to turn this just a bit. So now we'll take hold of this wire and wrap it up. Come here, you. No sliding out of place. Now we'll cut that little bit of extra off and tuck it in. There we go. Now let's see how straight we are. Actually, we look pretty darn straight. Maybe tack it over this way just a touch. This neck looks like it's tipped backwards a little bit. There we go. There's number 2. Put its back on. And there's our earrings all finished. Aren't those cute? I really like them, though they're a little shorter than I normally would wear, but I still like them. I think they're wonderful. So there we go. There is our earrings from our SoftFlex Design Challenge Kit, Birds of a Feather. Here's what they look like. Aren't those cute? Well, this one wants to be turned because I've got my hand turned some. There we go. Stop swinging. So aren't those pretty? And as you can see, they're not atrociously long. In fact, not very long at all. I think they're probably only about, well, let's find out. They're about 1.5 inches. Well, with the full post, they're 2 if you measure it all the way to the top of the post. So, but yeah, those are our Birds of a Feather earrings. I think they turned out very cute. I like them. I hope you did too. And there we go. Now I like the post up top. I think it looks, it adds a little bit to our earring. You don't need to use a post though. Of course, you could just use a regular ear wire if you don't have a pretty post, or even a little ball post. But there we go. From SoftFlex Design Challenge Kit, Birds of a Feather. Those are our pretty earrings. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.